screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Jordan Cameron is tight end, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. First chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And Cameron has it over the middle. 7 yards on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it, they got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. DeMarco Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
He's going to air one out, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green, watch it now, Barney.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This will be caught at about the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. This is Murray, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And a touchdown there on the short run.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Now for the point after. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And this one caught by Coates. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And out come the Dolphins now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it.
This is caught. his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A first down carry now for Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. He finds Coates complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Here we go now.
Now Barkley looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There was no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
Here's Barkley. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On first down, Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big-time drop.
And he comes back with one complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Setting up the screen for Miller. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller since that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Surveying the field. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him for a loss of 4. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there for the Dolphins. 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And caught by Cameron right side. He won't go down. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Cameron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They keep it with Miller on first down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. A good pick up there of 20 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receiver's eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Big Stephen Paya there to get him down to the ground.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Miller, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Take 4. Here we go. Blue 30. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike, 50. Ready? My name's Mike. Jump. Easy. Blue 30. Check out route.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now Barkley, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Jarrell Freeman in on the stop.
Still, a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run with Murray. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
It's caught. Cameron, left side. Shreds the tackle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he finds Stills, complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And some room to maneuver. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
In the red zone this time.
Here we go.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out of bounds there on the kick. Defense showing blitz.
Hey, we got like 30. 4 down.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Now Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
You got four. You got four. Dad! Like 20.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Miami, the win moves him up to 5.